Brian Thompson's death has set off a scramble across corporate America, particularly in the health insurance industry, to reassess security for top executives. Mr. Thompson, as we reported, was walking without a security detail at the time of his killing. Now, sources tell CNN several major healthcare providers have begun increasing personal protection for their key officials. Our Randy Kay spent the day with a specialist who's protected CEOs and public figures around the world. Here's her report.
You're looking for anything that's kind of off, something that doesn't make sense, something that doesn't fit in.
Anton Kalaydjian is always on the lookout for trouble. For more than 2 decades, he's been working as a personal protection specialist for celebrities and CEOs around the world.
So I would prefer if we hug the wall a little bit more.
Here in downtown West Palm Beach, Florida, he showed us some of the tactics he and his team at Guardian Professional Security use. Protection starts before his client even gets out of the car.
And you put your hand on the door. This is called plating. And the reason why is because your body is here to make sure that nothing gets closer to your client than you.
This time, with me in the back seat, we got to see firsthand how this sort of protection works.
Stay with me on the street side.
Yep. You're by the wall, you're not by the street. I have full access to anything with my eye. I can see everything around me. But we're walking very normal. I'm not walking too paranoid.
And then as we walk in,
I cover you over here and we walk you in. I'm still looking behind me. And then we open the door.
Kalaydjian says he prefers taking clients in through side entrances or back doors, but some insist on using the front door.
I would walk from behind you in the beginning, and then as you got closer to the door, I'm looking around. These are glass doors, which are great for us because that allows me to see everything on a 360 view before I get you in there. And then once we get you in, I make sure nobody comes behind you. I'm still right behind you here, and anything that comes around you, no one's going to get closer to you than me.
And what if a bad guy were to show up suddenly behind me or one of his clients, like the shooter did when he shot the United Healthcare CEO in New York City?
I immediately put my body in between you and the threat, and then if I see them approaching closer and closer, now I have to engage with them and I have to turn around. And you can see I totally eclipse your body, so if anything happens, it's going to happen to me and not to you. That's the job of bodyguards. That's what we do as close protection agents. We have to make sure that a principal doesn't get hurt. So then at that time, I would draw my weapon.
Caleb Gilbert, another expert in executive protection and president of White Glove Protection Group, says his security teams have a variety of training.
Each agent has their EMT, medical certification, so that they're able to respond in a medical emergency. They have driver's training. They have hand-to-hand combat. They have verbal de-escalation training. When appropriate, weapons training.
His goal? Stop the threat before they have a chance to act.
Our protective posture is set up so that we respond pre-incident. The assets that we have in place to be able to identify, is this person who's waiting outside this event supposed to be there? Do they have pre-attack indicators? Are they using micro expressions that would indicate aggression or nefarious intent?
As he and Kalaydjian have learned,
everybody to you has to be a suspect until they're not. And it's unfortunate we have to think that way, but it keeps our clients safe.
And Anderson, our experts told me that in many of these cases, these CEOs just don't want this protection. They don't want to be seen as someone who needs protection. So now they are offering something that they called covert protection. This is really a protective bubble, as it was described to me, that can expand or contract depending on the threat. The agents are there, the team is in place, but they can move in closer if they do deem that there is a threat. Anyone who enters that bubble has to be identified, but then they can back off if it does seem that their client or their protectee is not in danger. And this is really now being put in place in some of these cases, I'm told, Anderson, because these CEOs don't like the idea of this close protection right there on top of them.
Yeah, Randy Kay, thanks so much. We're joined now by former Secret